Yeah, this is Father 𝗙𝗬𝗖𝗓𝗏, Reverend Parish, Mbarara Archdiocese, Uganda. I'm very pleased to host 𝗙𝗏𝗏 Impact Uganda for this matter. Matthias and Joe from Kenya and Frank, they came after having the vision, and several church fathers who have written about church, supporting the church, especially the church in the global north, supporting the church in the global south, to find projects that can lead into financial independence of the church. And therefore, I invited Matthias and the group to come and meet with selected bishops in the global south, especially in the southwestern Uganda, to share the vision of church supporting the church. And then we have shared a very great deal. The bishop have showed the willingness to collaborate, thanks to Matthias, who has brought this vision to the church in Uganda, most especially in the southwest Mbarara and Kabale. The main objective is to see that people of God who are struggling very hard from the grassroots, making fundraisings to build the church with overwhelming overhead costs without projects that are supporting the pastoral, the social, the spiritual, and economic part of it. How can this be helped? And here at Lubin Parish, where I'm the local pastor, we find ourselves in a situation where, for example, in schools and the campuses around, we have 4 schools around this hill and a health center. The main problem is energy. We have to use a lot of firewood, depleting the environment to find what to use to cook, but also paying cost bills for all the national grid of electricity. And with these schools, we are teaching students using analog, where we find we have not upgraded to digital because there is lack. And if we would have a possibility, and any other point to consider is to consider about the energy and to consider about the digital world, most especially here at the parish. For example, if the fire gets this building, we would lose the information of the parish for the last 50 years. And that is very dangerous. If we would update our systems here, they become so digital, our schools and the students, they update into digital world. We have the opportunities here of having cows, and we can access cow dung to produce biogas. Maybe we can support our catechists, we can support the people around. That would be the best idea to go, most especially looking at the 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏, taking care of the environment and the Mother Earth, but we are busy clearing forests, looking for firewood to use into cooking for students, but also having the problem of paying high bills for electricity. And therefore, the vision is that when there is a very good partnership and a soft loan is given in a revolving form, this church will have a project that will support the local people pastorally, economically, and the proceeds will go to support another church. The proceeds will go to support another church, and that is the vision of the church, to help people reaching out to the periphery. Getting in contact with 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏, then I had an interest in sharing with my bishop, who said, go and visit the project they are implementing in East Africa. I went to Rwanda, and I found they were building a complex business, social, and pastoral center in Musanze City, Ruhengeri Diocese. The project was so impressive that when it is complete and it has started gaining income to the diocese, helping the people to have catechetical trainings and pastoral-oriented programs, It will support both the local people who will come to the center for spiritual nourishment, but also as a source of income to the diocese, whereby they will get the proceeds and pay the loan. Then I went to Kenya and visited Angaza Center, where there was a robust program for renewable energy, cutting the high costs of electricity bills from the national grid. This renewable energy, it was lessening the cost and it was servicing the very purpose as they used it to at a very subsidized rate. We went to Nyeri, Archdiocese, and it was so amazing how the stock market is helping them to add value to the coffee sector, where they are having 825 acres of coffee. That supporting agriculture, where we have an opportunity of land, it can have a value added unto the proceeds, thereby supporting the church that is having a seminary, is having religious institute houses, is having a hospital, and sincerely, it is a center that supports the local people. It was so amazing.